his request. So for the rest of you volunteers, once you've learned that art, you can make it look like you're listening and doing, and actually do something else. So I wasn't supposed to let that cat out of the bag, but it works well. You know, Mark and I did the Michigan Sports Camp for a long time before the conversation about this camp started. And I was in Michigan at the time when Mark first approached me, and we were talking. Mark and I almost always roomed together out there. So he said, you know, this is such important stuff that goes on at these sports education camps, and our students in Michigan, I mean our students in Maine are getting none of it. So how do we got to get this going here. And what do you think about starting it? And at that time I said, you know, Mark, I think it's great. And the system that was in place didn't start it. It's going to take somebody from the outside, and it's going to take somebody like you who understands the vision, understands how important the work is, and most importantly, won't stop doing it just because 1 or 28 people say, well, that's not going to work. It didn't matter, and Mark said, we can do this, we can make this happen. And knowing Mark's commitment, and some would say, yeah, pig-headedness, stubbornness, I should say, I had a feeling he would get it done too. But just as Andrea said, when he started it, it was Mark putting this together in his mind, starting to make the calls, starting to put it together. And once he had it together, I think that got attention from a lot of people, and they said, hey, this really is something that's going to happen here. And then even at that point, I think there was a lot of thought that it would go 1 or 2 years, then 3 years maybe, and it would be done. Well, I'm really happy that Mark doesn't listen to skeptics. And so here we are, 10 years, and this camp has grown, it's gotten better, and I suspect that as we help Mark to understand, know that we really all do what he says, it'll go 10 more years. So Mark, again, from the bottom of my heart, for somebody who's looked at this stuff and who understands the importance, thank you for keeping this in place.